Here's another edition of Entrepreneurs and Fuego, where we're documenting the journey of entrepreneurs one digital footprint at a time. We're here with Shane Blair, my man.
Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Finally, we got you here.
Yeah, finally got me here.
That's good, man.
Yeah, a few cancellations, but I made it in. Figured something.
And we're very appreciative. Look, you look the part.
Yeah, look the part to play the part, right?
You look the part to play the part, and
you're
an emerging entrepreneur, and you're doing all the right things.
Right.
And so, tell us a little bit about how you got to where you are so far.
Well, it really started off, really my background playing baseball. I always had the drive of, wanting to do something more, and really just working hard to get it. And I had some problems with college of getting hurt and getting injured, but I had these, wonderful connections, and I wanted to figure out how to still stay friends with them. And I was like, if I do this 9-to-5 job, I'm going to lose contact. So what can I do that helps them out, helps me out? And I started being an entrepreneur and working with different companies, and I really get the satisfaction of working with other people to help them achieve their dreams.
And so you have that connection of sports and entrepreneurship.
Right.
So what did you see? In other words, there's got to be that desire to win all the time, with the competitiveness.
Yeah, I think
the never giving up.
I think it's everything that I played was baseball, right? So that was my sport. I played college baseball. And, in baseball, you fail 7 times out of 10. And,
for which college?
I played for Southeast Missouri State.
All right.
Down in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Was a catcher, and, 7 times out of 10 you fail in the major leagues and you're a Hall of Famer. So it was like
exactly.
something crazy. So, I have this, this persistence. I've had a lot of injuries and, still made it pretty far in baseball. And it really teaches you that the game can really humble you. And there's a lot of life lessons that I took from it. Now I'm kind of pushing those over to entrepreneurs who may have not played baseball or played other sports and saying, look, listen, you got to fail. You're going to fail, but, it's keeping persistent, staying determined, focusing on that end goal where you wake up one day and realize, hey, I made it. And you just got to really dig deep and keep going and not be afraid to fail.
Not being afraid of fail. How many times have you failed so far? You're fairly young.
Every day. There's stuff you do every day that you fail, and I think it's really getting outside your comfort zone, right? And everybody talks about how do you grow and how do you get bigger, how do you get over that fear, right? And it's really the only way to do that is to go out and get outside your comfort zone. So that's something that I try and do every day is get outside my comfort zone and really challenge me. And that tends to help out.
And so in doing so, how do you do it, like in practicality? So do you put yourself like daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals?
So
how do you know that you are not failing?
I guess you really don't know if you're not failing until you sit back and analyze it, right? No, so I do like a weekly goals. I plan weekly, and then I have like monthly goals that I try to hit, and then I have my yearly goals, and I have a 1, 3, 5, and 10-year plan. And I wouldn't say that I'm where I want to be yet, but I know that I have it written down. I'm making strides. So, I guess you keep trying stuff, you keep failing, and eventually somebody tells you got lucky, right? And at the end of the day, it's like, here are my goals. I don't ever consider me really failing. I may be missing, but I'm still learning something. So it's really taking that failure and figuring out, okay, well, what did I do wrong there, and how do I switch that next time? So I think that's what I'm doing with my entrepreneurs that I'm working with is saying, okay, this may have failed, let's try this. Or let's try this a little bit more and see if you can generate more leads or more business from it.
Do you find yourself comparing your life with other people that went to the same school or kind of your peer group, going, okay, yeah, that guy, he's already a millionaire, and here I am, I'm quasi-million,
Right.
Do you find yourself doing that?
I used to when I was a lot younger. I used to compare myself to a lot of people, especially my brother. He was a first-round draft pick out of ASU. I'm only 16 months younger than him. We both played baseball. We both played sports. And I was always saying, okay, I got to be like him. I got to be better like him. And then I realized that I need to stop comparing myself to everybody else and really focus on myself and my growth and saying, okay, this is where I want to be. Maybe I want to be like this person over here or this person. But at the end of the day, I'd rather just be myself. And if I can do that and stay true to myself, then I can help out as many people as I want.
So at what point during your career did you find that identity? Did you find or did you realize, hey, I don't want to be like anybody else. I want to be Shane Blair.
I think that it really hit me would have been my senior year of baseball. I have 3 bulging discs in my back. Had an interview with my coach. We do like the year-end reviews, and he kind of said, "Hey, you're the best catcher, but I didn't recruit you. At the end of the day, we're gonna go with somebody younger."
Oh man.
So yeah, it was tough, but it was like, how can that be? Compared wise, I'm comparing to all these other people, and it's like I'm better, but at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna play. So it took me a little bit, but I think I started waking up and looking at myself in the mirror and telling myself, you can do this, all right? You can figure something out, and don't let anybody else, tell you can't do something. And I let him stop me from that. And back then I was really angry, but now it's probably the best thing that's happened to me.
So, somebody that is watching this interview, a lot of younger entrepreneurs that are out there, and they're like, I think I want to be like Shane. I want to be. You're telling yourself, okay, I want to be like Shane Blair, but people that are just kind of starting, they have to have some kind of mentorship, some kind of model that they can. Okay, maybe I want to go this path. What advice would you give them?
Find the right team, build the right people around you. I think that's where it all starts. I had a really good support system with my family, with friends. I got hooked up with the Alliance. Now I'm meeting all these people who are like-minded, and it's like, this is awesome. You have a hard time finding those people sometimes, and you get stalled in business, or you get in those objections or those obstacles, and it's like it makes you want to stop, and it's like, no, don't stop. Find the right people to get around you that can get you to push forward. And I think that's what really separates the best entrepreneurs, from the ones that try and maybe not make it.
The best advice you've gotten so far?
The best advice, oh man, I'd probably say the 2 things that I've been given that I stay with me every day is from my dad. My dad, when we were younger, he's a blue collar, works his butt off. Didn't have a lot of money growing up, but he made us play baseball every single day and always wanted us to be perfect. And I can remember we're sitting in his 1992 old pimped out Cadillac that he's driving around, and I'm like, Dad, what is this car, And I'm like, this isn't your car, we need to get a new one for you. But it was after a game, and I played really bad, and he said 2 things that resonate with me, and it's, number 1, nobody's gonna give you anything in this world. Nobody's gonna give you anything. People will tell you that they care, but at the end of the day, it's all on you. If you want something and you want it bad enough, go out and get it. And number 2, he said, if you tell somebody you're going to do something, then you better do it. And I think that goes a long way, not only in life, but also in business, in relationships, and it's how you build trust. And I think those are the 2 things that, if I could pass off to anybody, is number 1, go out and do it. No one's going to give you anything. And if you say you're going to do it, then do it. And it holds a lot of accountability and responsibility, but at the end of the day, I think those are the 2 things that stick with me, to push me through.
And you are a man of your word. You said you were going to be here.
I told you I'd be here today.
But you are here, and you're here today, and it's written in stone.
You got me on it, man. You got me on it. I'm excited.
Props. Much props, man.
I did. I told you I'd be here. I told you I'd make it on.
So we can attest right here in front of 10,000 people.
There you go.
Right here that yes.
Check those emails. I said I'll be here, so I showed up. No, that's awesome.
And the other thing, all right. So you said you have a 2, 3, 5 year plan, 10-year plan. Where do you want to be? So in about 3, 5 years from now, when we do the where are they now?
Where are they now?
So
type
exactly.
Thing.
Where do you want to be?
I still like to be here. This is my new home. I moved out here in January, originally from outside Chicago. Want to be here, running my own company. Maybe some kind of investment firm or some kind of venture capitalist. Maybe, who knows? Well, all I want to know is I want to be working with people and helping them grow. And if I can do that, whatever I'm doing, I know that I'll be successful. So as long as I focus on helping as many people as I can, then at the end of the day, it should turn out very well for me.
Dude, I got a prediction, man. I have a prediction, and today, October the 30th, 2015, when people look at this interview 5 years from now, they're going to see, my goodness, this prediction came true, is that I have no doubt in my mind.
Well, thank
You're going
you.
to be incredibly successful.
Thank you.
You got the head, you got the mind, you got the looks, you got the word, and you got the desire to succeed.
Thank you,
And
I
that is
appreciate that.
important. And we're going to give you a little gift here from the office,
Oh.
which is a 30-day membership, man. And we
Okay.
can use this office right here.
All right.
And the other thing that I'd like you to do is there's a gift there, is a workshop. It's a
Okay.
free workshop that you can give someone. And
Okay.
I think that you can use it to do a seminar,
Right.
to dispense financial information,
Right.
education, to talk about your life, to talk about how you got here, et cetera, et cetera. And I want you to use it because I think that your story, for people that are getting started right now,
Right.
I think is very compelling, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And everybody that's watching, if you're in Phoenix, come to the office piles. My first day here, man, I tell you what, tripped me out. I walked outside and I was like, this place doesn't look that big. Like, where are they going to do everything? I walked in the door and I'm like, there's a vault over here that's a meeting area. I walk back and I see everything open. And then I walk back and there's a chapel back there. I'm like, where can you find a bunch of entrepreneurs, a bank vault, and a chapel? I mean, I don't know. You can put all three of those together. This place is awesome. So thank you for having me. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
man, you're the man, brother.
Hey, appreciate it.
Do you still play baseball?
No more baseball.
No more baseball?
Slow pitch softball.
Who's going to win the World Series?
Royals. I played baseball with Eric Hosmer, first baseman. So
There you go.
got to root for him. He's a good guy.
You heard it here. We're out.
We're out.